What is up, my crypto investors? Inside of today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a up-and-coming meme coin on BaseChain. And as we know, a couple months ago, Toshi has really set the stage for the entire BaseChain ecosystem due to the fact that it got listed on Coinbase. So it's really paving the way for the other cryptos in the BaseChain ecosystem. And so the project we're talking about today is literally 2 months old. And before we look at the chart and dive into the project, I want to share with you 4 quick things to keep in mind, right? So number one, the project is still very early for investors. It is only 2 months old with a very low market cap around 2.5 million at the time of this video, with an all-time high around 5.6 million. Number two, the contract is renounced, and also the liquidity is locked for 100 years. So that also gives that extra security for investors. Number three, the holder count for a small project that's only been here for about 2 months. It has a decent amount of holders that have all been organic and not airdropped. And then the last thing I want to share with you regarding this project is it has a pretty interesting story, somewhat of a narrative behind it, which we're going to take a look at quickly on the website here in a little bit. And so if you look at Twitter here, I put this tweet out yesterday. There's an upcoming base meme that is heating up, and the project I was referring to is called GEKO on base, or gecko base, right? And so if you look at the current chart here, you can see the all-time high is around a 5.6 million market cap. It has a circulating supply of 1 billion. Current market cap at the time of this video is 2.58 million. The liquidity is very healthy at 163K. And if you look at the amount of holders, over 7,600 holders, which is very healthy for a project that's only around 2.58 million market cap. And that also tells us there's a great distribution among the tokens, which is something also you want to see with projects. And so as you can see here, the project launched November 27th last year. So the project has just hit, its 2-month milestone of existence, right? And so it hit its all-time high, about 3 weeks into the existence of the project, almost double tapped it the following day. And if you look at the tweet I put out yesterday that I showed you earlier, this was yesterday, and you can see it shot all the way up to 3.6 million from a low of 1.9 million. And so right now you can see we're sitting at that 2.5 million. So in my opinion, right, if you're one of those people that are looking for another project that could explode on BaseChain, I think this has a pretty good potential to do so based off of what it's done so far, the potential that it has of it being a low cap, the amount of holders, liquidity being locked, contract being renounced, also how the project is moving. And they have a pretty strong community as well, which we know all projects must have if you want to reach certain heights, right? So again, this is the project, pretty healthy chart. Of course, we saw a massive pullback after the all-time high, somewhat kind of a cup and handle somewhat here. But again, I do think this project have really great potential. Now, heading over to the Twitter real quick, you can see they have just under 5,200 holders. And if you want to find the proper one, it is GEKO base. I will have the contract address, the X account, also the website down in the description for you for easy access for those that want to know. And then also they tell you right here, contract is verified. It's also renounced, which I'll show you. The LP is locked for 100 years. And then this was a complete 100% fair launch. So I really like how this project has came about, and they're going about it completely organic and slowly getting more and more traction. So this is why I wanted to bring it to you. And so if we look at the website here real quick, pretty basic website, but as you can see, you got the GEKO here, Brian Armstrong. And for those that are curious about kind of the story and the narrative behind GEKO, I'm not going to read all of this, but if you look here, Gecko the lizard in Jesse Polo's garden, who one day leaves the door open and entered the secret base labs, and it saw the works of Coinbase team and Jesse creating the base. And then if we move down here, it says Gecko got too curious to explore it and entered the base ecosystem via portal. So now it's Gecko time to explore all base memes and ecosystem. And so basically Gecko on base is basically kind of the lizard in Jesse's garden, and so they basically created the meme inspired by that, right? And that's kind of the story behind it. The website is pretty basic, pretty self-explanatory. They show you how to get into the project, you know, of course, how to buy and all of that. You have the CA contract address. And then again, as I mentioned to you, the contract is renounced, LP is locked. And of course, this is a zero tax token as well. So you don't have to worry about anything like that. But again, this is the website. Pretty basic again, but I wanted to share with you, this is a up and coming project that I think can do some numbers based off of, you know, the hype getting higher and higher on BaseChain, on top of how the project is moving, the amount of holders that it has already, with a lower market cap, with this still kind of being pretty steady, even with the decent pullback, is something I'm paying attention to. So again, I'm never telling you to buy, hold, or sell. You have to make that decision for yourself. Use these videos as, you know, a piece of information to go with what you're already researching. All right, never use these videos just to be like, all right, I'm gonna buy this, right? Use it as information so you can figure out, okay, what should I do about this particular investment? All right, but again, let me know down in the comment section, have you heard about GEKO on Base? Are you already a holder, or is this your first time actually hearing about it? Let me know down in the comment section. Have a great weekend, and I will catch you all on the next one.